Yeah, same channel, retro genre, it's whatever.
What is this?
This is Shadowgate. I know nobody has probably ever heard of this, but this was a game that my cousin had asked for when I first started my channel. So I figured I would actually play it and, show off how cool this game actually was. So the last thing that you remember is standing before the wizard Lochmer as he waved his hands. Now you find yourself staring at an entryway which lies at the edge of a forest. Alright, cool. The druid's words ring in your ears. Within the castle Shadowgate lies your quest. The dreaded Warlock Lord will use his black magic to raise the behemoth from the dark depths. The combination of his evil arts and the great Titan's power will surely destroy us all. You are the last of the line of kings, the seed of prophecy that was foretold eons ago. Only you can stop the evil one from darkening our world forever. Fare thee well. Gritting your teeth, you swear by your god's name that you will destroy the Warlock Lord. Hi, we are going to destroy the Warlock Lord. Yeah, I do know a lot about this game, so there is going to be some talking. As if by magic, the skull rises. I do know a lot about this game, so it's basically me just kind of playing and saying some things. There is a reading and stuff like that. But yeah, you don't need the key for that door. We're just going to breaking in and entering. We don't care. Nobody even cares about that.
I got my eyes on you.
That pitiful wizard Lochmer was a fool to send a buffoon like you to stop me. You will surely regret it, for the only thing here for you is a horrible death.
The sound of a maniacal laughter echoes in your ears. Close enough. So, yeah, basically the gist of this game is it's a puzzle game. You got to find things and you have to get through the castle, Shadowgate, and kill the wizard. You have to, the key is for this, I think. Nope, it's this one. Oh, crap, I forgot. You have to hit it twice. So we're going to use it on this door. Click. The key worked. It unlocked the door. And then we're going to go in here, because I know that if you notice the difference right here, this one specifically, it's different. So we're definitely going to take note of that. With this, you got to open it before you try to read it or something, because you'll die. A rectangular hole has been cut out of the inside of the book. There's a key. Will you take it? Yes. Key is in hand. So now we can move back, because key 2 is specifically for this purpose, if I remember correctly. Yeah, we good. I did play uninvited. Oh, as you enter, you can see a sword and a sling inside. We are going to take, I'm pretty sure we're going to take the sling. I don't know if we need the sword, but I'm going to take it anyway because I'm a knight. Knights have swords and stuff. Come on now. But I am pretty sure that nobody's going to know this, but there's a anthology of these games. And I had played this and one of the other ones called Uninvited, but nobody that's here now knew me to do that at that time. So I'm going to replay it. My cousin asked, so forever ago, and I'm finally going to do it because this is one of my favorite games ever. And it's a retro game, dude. This is like Retro November or something like that, you know? You stand at the edge of a deep chasm. From the darkness below arise the screams of the undead. This cave is hewn roughly in the chasm's wall. All right, so there's 2 paths. We can't go to the one right now, but we have a special thing that we can use. But first, we're gonna still, steal things from this castle. These torches is mine, and then if we use our regular torch for the one that didn't go with the rest of our stuff, the torch burns with a strange white flame. With a shout, you throw the flaming torch at it. With a blinding flash, the white flame engulfs the undead apparition. When you open your eyes again, the wraith is gone. Look at that. We're gonna steal more. That's what we do here. The cloak is in hand. Now this isn't gonna make sense at the moment, but we're going to use this on self because that's just what we do here. We put cloaks on ourselves that we have stolen because that's just what we do. The small stone chamber is lined on the one side by two barred... You know what? Whatever. I tried to read it. It didn't work. We're going to take the bottle 1 and the bottle 2. I'm pretty sure the bottle 2 is the one we need. I can't honestly remember, but, you know, let's steal some more torches. You'll see why we need these in a second. If you haven't seen this yet, then you'll see. The scroll 1 is open. Your hands begin to sweat because of your extreme excitement. 5 to find 3 are 1. 1 gives access to the bladed sun. The silver orb to banish below. The staff of ages to vanquish the foe. Joining to the golden blade, the last to invoke the platinum horn. That's literally... You'll see what that is if you haven't seen this yet. But yeah. So there's this thing that says Epor. There's a rope on the ground. Epor backwards is rope. So the sign reads Epor. Uh-huh. Epor, Epor, Epor. You got it. It seems to some sort of magic word. You've learned 1 magic spell. Yeah. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if we can do anything here yet, but in the back there's like this line over here. You can actually move it and open it. And of course, yes, I can't do anything yet. I haven't went to the room specifically that is, you know, that I need the item that's in there. All right, so we are going back. By the way, there's a lot of backtracking in this game, and I don't know if I can take this one if it's too high. Yeah, it's too high. So I will most likely cut out majority of the backtracking, so we don't have to go with that together. So to save time, I'm gonna open all 3 of these doors because I just don't have time to open them all at once. You begin to shiver. This room is really cold. By the way, sorry, I'm gonna try to read some stuff. I just realized that I wasn't doing that. I think we open. All right, I think this is the room if I'm thinking, okay, this is a thing that can be hard. I'll explain as I go. Fear grips you as you enter this hot room. Okay, the first thing you want to do, grab the shield. The shield is in hand because this happens. You raise your shield just in time to block the dragon flame. Now, you can pick up all of this stuff because you're going to need a couple of the things later, even the skull and bones. It's getting hot. You don't know how much longer you can stand it. So we are going to take the hammer, and hopefully I didn't screw this up. Again, flame spews forth. You use the shield for protection. It's getting hot. You don't know how much longer you can stand it. Now with that, you have to go back out. The room stinks of rotten meat, apparently. And then go back in, and it resets pretty much. So we're just going to take the rest of this stuff. All right, I backed out of the room. I didn't need to, but this is a perfect opportunity because, see, hear the music, it's different. You have to use one of the torches because if the light goes out, you die. That's just something that happens, and we don't want that to happen. We're a knight trying to save... I forget what the place is called, but we're just trying to save it. That's just what we do. We don't need both skulls, but yeah. All right, so cool beans. We got all the stuff that we needed from that room. Oh, wait. Oh, no, I'm not going to do that because you can die if you jump down there. So next, we're going to go here, if I remember correctly. Okay. We don't have any of the things that we need yet, so we can't get in that water. Once I actually get the thing that I need to go in there, I'll show you. It's interesting. So we are going to take rocks because we're going to need them. And I don't know if you see it, but there's like this little crevice right here. You can move into that because there's a thing. The walls in this room are much too close for comfort. The damp walls of this eerie cavern are rough and irregular. So the thing you have to do here is you see this weird little thing. You have to punch it. You hit the rock as hard as you can. Pow!
Wow.
The loose rock falls down as if hinged to the wall. So I'm not going to take this because it's pointless. We're going to open it and then take its contents. The bag contains 3 large jewels, which those are the things that we need. So white gem in hand, red gem in hand, blue gem in hand. So we use the... Nope, that's the spells. We use the... Where are my gems? Oh, the white gem. Here. And then a small crystal sphere magically appears on the stand. Boom. Now this is... It's as cold as ice. Oh, really? That makes sense. We should probably use that in the water because it might create ice. The subterranean cavern has been carved by centuries of supernatural erosion. Lit. So the weird thing is, we're going to take the sphere and put it in the water. You drop the sphere in the lake and notice the ripples disappear as the water turns into ice. Whoa, what? That's crazy. Maybe we can walk on that now. Bam. The key 3 is in hand. Now, it's weird because you have to get this back because you're going to need it later. So you use one of your torches to hit the water. You put the burning torch close to it. It unfreezes, then refreezes. The torch melts away the ice over the sphere, allowing it to float to the surface. Not surprisingly, the lake quickly refreezes. But it's fine, it's loose, so we're going to take it now. Bam, so we're done with this area. We don't need any of that anymore. So these 2 rooms is done. We are... Oh, wait. Before I do this, we have to go back. So I'll meet you where we need to be. All right, so back at this room, there was a thing that I needed here. It was the blue gem. I'm pretty sure. Yes, okay. So we needed the blue gem here. As soon as you place the blue gem in the hole, you hear the sound of grinding stone. The wall slowly rises to reveal a magical image of an old wizard. Listen, warrior, the warlock lord can only be defeated by thy courage and the staff of ages. Remember, 5 to find, 3 for the staff, 1 to be the key, and 1 to be thy pathway. Have thy wits about thee, warrior, fare thee well. The wall slides back into place, hiding the image from your sight. A scroll appears. We're gonna just read this scroll again. You've read the scroll. The scroll reads, as the shadow of the wind thou shalt be. Humana. There's a spell. You've learned 1 magic spell. As the spell was chanted, the scroll quickly vanished. So we're going to be getting a couple random things as we go because they're going to help us in our quest. Okay, see, I got to hurry up and do this because it's limited. So, whoop, oh, nope. I don't want to die. Okay, we're good. All right, so now we're going to go to ahead of us. There are several ones you can open, but if you open a specific one, it can, 2 of them, I think it's this one is the, we'll see, hold on. Ah! As you open the tomb, a banshee flies out and emits an ear-shattering scream. You're all right, but it is very hard to hear. That's all right. I'm very hard of hearing anyway. And then we'll open this one. And please be this one. Okay, and this one. All right. The mummy stands silently before you. So we are going to open this and take the copper coin. I necessarily don't really think you need these, but you can use them if you want. And then we'll use our torch on this guy right here. The jewel-studded scepter is truly made for a king. Oh, really? That's interesting. By the way, if you actually look at majority of the stuff that you get, that's how you know, like, it gives you clues and hints of what you should be doing with it. But also, if you open this door, a green liquid comes out and it blocks your path to go this way, so you can't do it anymore. All right, so we're going to take the broom because it is actually something that you're going to need later, possibly. And there's 3 mirrors. 1 is the right path. 2 of them lead to your death. So you're going to take the hammer and give yourself bad luck for 7 years, because that's just what you do. Bellowing like some Norse god, you smash the hammer into the mirror. You shatter the mirror, revealing an iron door. Perfect, because that's the one we needed. All right, so now with that being said, I'm pretty sure that I got a key 3. I'm pretty sure this is key 3. Perfect. This one right here, for some odd reason, it leads to space, and when you shatter it, it shoots the shards of glass at you. No good. Not good at all. Now, this is the room that I was talking. This room is incredibly hot. This must be what the lower levels of Genna are like. I don't know. So what I'm going to do is take this. Actually, I'm going to show something because I've never done this before. This is the first time I'm doing it. The door is open. Suddenly you feel a gust of wind. Ah! A searing blast of heat knocks you across the room. I've never done that before. I didn't even know this was a thing because I had found out early on that you literally take this sphere and throw it in here. You hurl the sphere into the fire below you. The hell-spawn flames quickly vanish as soon as the sphere touches them. With nothing to feed itself on, the fire drake immediately follows suit. And then you can proceed. I did that originally, so I never knew that like you could do that. That's new to me. A sharp cold wind whips over the ledge of the deep dark chasm. Perfect. Let's go across this completely normal looking bridge. Oh, who are you, sir? Hello. As you step on the bridge, a troll appears and says, "This bridge is mine. It'll cost you a gold coin to cross." This is the thing. If you use a copper coin, he'll steal the bridge from you when you go to walk and you'll die. So you don't want to do that. So instead, we're not gonna give him any coins right now. We're just gonna throw a spear at him. The troll falls silently into the dark cavern. You listen, but you did not hear him crash. Wonder why. Oh, what the heck? Another monster! The moon casts a brilliant shadow over the grounds of the courtyard. So with this, all you have to do, remember the rocks that I was told you about? Those now come in handy. We need them. We're going to use the stone in the sling and go back to the sling. And we is going to bat that boy in the face. As soon as you start twirling the sling, a magical influence takes over your body. You cry out, "Death to the Philistine!" and release the stone bullseye. Pow! Dude, you is done. And then you open this right here. Oh, wait, no, you use it. See, sometimes I get the things mixed up that you're supposed to use. The crank turns rather easily. At the end of the rope, there is a small bucket. Now I can open the bucket. The bucket is open. A gauntlet? Oh my gosh, I should probably steal that too. The gauntlet is in hand. All right, and now we are done with this room. Great. All right, cool. That if you see the screen black, like flicker like that, it's because the things that I killed behind me are now back alive. Because I only knocked them out. I didn't actually do anything specific besides hit them. So we're gonna take this gauntlet, and I want to use it on myself. You place the gauntlet on your hand. It feels like it was made just for you. Could have been. You never know. I guess I could have got a skull from here, but you know. We are going to take this. This is a fine map of the lands of Tarkus. Is quite detailed, although incomplete. Tarkus is the place that we were from. So that's the world that we live in. So we are going to open scroll. Your hands begin to sweat because of your excitement. Lands under the heavens, the key to the world. Terra Tarak. I think I'm saying these right. I really don't know. You've learned one magic spell. Great, you've read the scroll. To move the sun from far to near, light is what the darkness fears. Instantum illumina. Like I said, I don't know. I think I'm saying these right. So we are going to take these. I wonder if I can do this without having to take them first, because that's a lot of work. Okay, you can't use what you didn't take. Whatever, bro. I tried. So we are going to need these glasses. So let's see. We use the glasses on self. You tried the glasses on and they fit perfectly. You can see very well. Well, that's good because we're going to need it for this. Oh, the book is open. Wow! With these glasses, you can understand and read what you could not before. Well, no one knows that because I just did this. The light grows faint, the path winds round. Where life is lost, wisdom is found. The seed of the dream for the evil is free. Where the sword is hung, he must place the key. A bridge to from amidst burning death, a demon to guard. More Matari riseth. You learn a magic spell.
Wow.
As the spell chain in the book quickly vanished. Okay, so that sucks. But we got a new spell, which is nice. And then we take this red gem that we have here, and ba-boom. We open up a weird bookcase room. That's crazy, dude. Who would have knew that was there, other than somebody that's played this a bajillion frickin' times? All right, so I forget. I think you use a... Okay, we need this for show. I don't even think we need all this. I'm literally just like completely cluttering up everything. But I'm pretty sure I need to use... Is it this? Nothing happens. Is it this? There we go. A large crack appears around the equator of the globe. I really don't know how... I think it was in the reading of it that would teach you how to use these things. You get a lot of torches, so that's not something that's really actually that scary, so... I tried to open the wall, I guess. Oh, look at that. Key 6? I'm going to take bottle 5 because there's a specific bottle I'm going to need at some point, and I have to make sure that I, have it with me. What's this room? There is something here which use? Oh, the stone rises slowly out of the floor. A shining vial is inside it. This is holy water, my friends. We're gonna need this. Actually, almost everything we are gonna need, just not all the random stuff. But if you notice, this brick looks a little different down here. That's the only reason I figured that out. Bottle 2. I still think it's bottle 2 that's the main one I'm gonna need. But I'm going to clutter up my inventory because I don't care. I'm not carrying the weight on my back. This guy is. We are going to need this horseshoe, possibly, and you'll see why. You stand in a small garden. The only sound is of falling water in the night. We are going to take this. Using the silver gauntlet, you remove the flute easily. The sound of the water splashing is music to your ears. If you didn't have the gauntlet on, that water is acid water and it will kill you. So you don't want to do that. And frankly, I think it's funny, but we're going to use the flute here. And the music that is played is from one of the 3 anthology games, from Deja Vu. The sound of the flute is very pretty indeed. It seems like you wake from a dream only to find a hole in the tree. Is it real? The flute's music is like magic. Lit. The ring is in hand. We are going to need that again. I am going to just stop saying that. Just assume we're going to need stuff. I don't know. This is a laboratory, by the way. Now we can open this door and go in and find all the 30 other doors. And if you didn't notice when walking in this room, right here, it flickered, but it showed a hole in the rug. But if you also look right here, there's a black dot indicating that something needs to be done here. You are awed by the majestic beauty of this immense banquet hall. By the way, I guess you could look at this as like as a walkthrough, and I'm basically telling you everything you should be doing and giving you hints if you ever wanted to play this yourself. We're going to take the crest. We're going to take the mirror. I don't think we need that. Oh, no, we don't need it. Wait. I think we can burn that too, actually. Not that we... Nope. Yeah, we didn't even need that. So we're going to use key 4. Does it work on more than one door? Okay. So where is we have key 4, key 6, which would be this door. And then do we have key 5? Yes, we do. All right, perfect. So we have all the doors open, which is great. That's a lot of time that we're not wasting. This is what I was talking about that we're going to need all of these random items for, which seemed off at first, but yeah. It appears to be a sphinx. It looks at you indifferently. This right here, boom, these 4 things right here are very important, so pay attention to these. You'll see why we need them later. So let's go ahead and move. As you move, the Sphinx spoke.
Who are you? No one may pass without my permission. To pass, you must answer a riddle. I'm a fire's friend. My body swells with wind. With my nose I blow, how the embers glow. Dost thou know? Bring me the answer to my riddle, and I shall let thee pass.
This is what I'm saying. You have to, he has a couple different ones, and you have to know specifically which item it is that he's talking about. Bellows, you lift it open, it fills with air, and then you close it and it pushes air out to make embers glow better. You have correctly answered my riddle, warrior. Thou may now pass. So now we can go up the stairs. A telescope is beside the window. A star map is on the wall. This must be an observatory. Oh, what gave you that idea? Oh. The scroll is open. You've read the scroll. Observing the stars, the throne constellation appears once every 5 summers. Legend says that it is a portal to another land. I'm pretty sure, yeah, the stars in hand. You gotta just, if you read the objects and stuff, you can, it'll tell you that you can do that. And then you open this, and there is a thing here, which I think it's a rod. Right? The rod is in hand. Yeah, look at me go. I be remembering stuff. Oh, look at it's a beautiful little lady. You are so captivated by the woman's beauty that you momentarily forget her predicament. Yes, in the moonlight, she is even more beautiful. I'm gonna let you guys know that some women can be dangerous. This is one of them, and I will show you why. If you remember the arrow that we picked up like early on, unfortunately we're gonna take it and we're gonna use it on this lady. Your aim is true as you plunge the silver arrow into the beautiful woman. Whoa, what? Oh my gosh, she was a freaking wolf? That's crazy. The beautiful lady suddenly transforms into a wolf. Dang, we got lucky with that one. This is why she was dangerous. Most women are great. I don't want you to get the wrong idea. I'm just talking about, like, women like that. Like, what if one day you go on a date with some lady and she ends up being a werewolf, dude? Like, you never know. By the way, that blade is very, very important to you beating this game, just so you know. We are going to steal more. See what I mean about all of the torches? You get a bunch of them. Oh, we're going to actually use one before the scary music turns on. And I went in the wrong room, so we are actually going to go back and go to this room first. Hold on. My bad. We're going to go to this room first. You're in a room with 2 braziers. Braziers? I don't know. That was weird. I just had to relook at that. A large fireball suddenly appears in the room and causes you to shield your eyes. When you open them, you notice that the fire has changed into something far more menacing. What? That is crazy. Oh my gosh, another wolf? We should probably do something important. Remember that water that I picked up? We're gonna use it on him. The holy water has sent the hellhound back to the place where it was spawned. Hell, I'm assuming. The flame died out. The room is quiet, as though nothing had happened. Now we can take the horn. Also, very important piece to the ending puzzle that we are going to need. What is you? As you stand on the turret, an eerie blue dragon appears in the clear, starry sky. Huh. Starry sky. Weird. I think I have one of those. You want an extra one? The star becomes a flash of light as you launch it. Ba-boom! Taking him out. Crash! It strikes the wyvern, and it explodes into a million pieces. And we take this. Very important as well. Can't tell you enough how this item is also very important to your survival of getting out of Castle Shadowgate alive. All right, now we can go back in here. First, we are going to take this path. I don't know, lightning, and I did it wrong anyway. From this windy ledge, you can get an idea of the size of and strength of the castle. So that rod that we got, you saw lightning. What conducts lightning? Maybe a metal rod. Let's try it. Suddenly, the sky seems to be on fire as a bolt of pure lightning strikes the rod. You are startled to see a skeletal hand rise from a hole that has formed at your feet. Really weird. What is this? The wand is in hand. As you take the wand from the skeletal hand, it begins to descend. The hole then closes up as if it had never been. We do have that now. There are 2 items here. Lightning lights up the countryside as you stand and look at Outpoint. I'm gonna open this bag because we're gonna need its contents. This right here, the big coin. Super important. I'm telling you.
Message!
Because if you don't have it, you're not gonna get where you need to go. And then you just take the gold coins because you're going to need them for other reasons. If you take this, you die. The ledge breaks and you fall and you die. If you guys want, because I'm not going to show any, I'm going to try not to show any deaths in this. We're going to go back for a second, but I'm going to talk for a split second. If you want to see like the deaths and stuff, because they're you can't see what happens, but it very descriptively tells you what had happened to you and stuff like that. So if you want to see the deaths, I can make a separate video on all of that nonsense. And yeah. So remember that room that I was telling you about over here? So I'm not going to try to die, but I'm going to save because it is super important. I'm gonna hope that I'm pretty sure it's bottle 2. I want to use it on myself. You drink the liquid and immediately began to rise in the air. Okay, so it was. This helps you float to get to this. A giant snake confronts you in this small cave. If you look at it, it's less scary. You see, oh wait. It's a giant snake. It doesn't move. Perhaps it's getting ready to strike. You wait for the creature to kill you, but it's still as yet to move. Upon closer inspections, you laugh at your foolishness. It is only a statue. That is why we went all the way back, because we got the bottle that we needed. Well, we had it. Because I picked everything up. And we got something from that hand that came out of the ground, which we are going to use on the snake. The snake begins to shake and shudder. Is it just your eyes or is it shrinking? It shrinks. Whoa, and it turns into a flame. The serpentine statue begins to change. It grows smaller and smaller. It dematerializes and forms anew as a staff of tremendous beauty. Important. We're doing great, guys. Fantastic. You guys are just so good at listening to everything that I'm telling you. This is so fun. I love it. Oh yeah, by the way, that cloak that I put on, if you're not wearing it, you can't go through that fire room because it's too hot or whatever. Okay, so I wanted to come back and show you this part because we had to go back. The troll says, you must pay a toll of 1 gold coin. I hurt him, so if you don't give it to him, he will murder you, and then you die. Actually, no, I think if you give him the coin, you die too, so I just wasted a gold coin. What I am going to do, we have spells for things. I'm pretty sure it's this. As soon as the magic is invoked, you lose sight of yourself. You are as invisible as the wind. And then it lets you go right past. I almost died. But yeah, like, because even if you give him the gold, he pulls the bridge out from under you. And that's not a good time. Sorry, buddy. We're going to have to smack you in the face again. I apologize for all this violence that I've put you through. Just know that it's not it's not me, it's you. You're in the way, and I need to go this way, and you would hurt me. All right, so back here. Yep, back here. Now we can continue forward. You're in a small throne room. A skeleton wearing a gold crown sits on a throne in front of you. Sweet. So remember that mummy that we burned? Its scepter is important for this. And then something opens. And then, as soon as you give the scepter to the skeleton, a seal on the pillar lowers. You can now see a ring-shaped hole. We did pick up a ring, however, so we might be using that for this hole right here. The ring fits perfectly. The throne magically rises, revealing a secret passageway. Who'd have thought? What? That's crazy. All right, now we need to hurry up and get our thing going, because if we don't, we're gonna die. It's okay, we're fine. Don't worry about it. It's not that important. Now we get 4. By the way, don't go here. You'll die. This rock will fall and you'll die. On the opposite wall are a pair of stone beasts guarding a dark archway. Weird. We're gonna go this way first, though. Sulfurous fumes rise from the hot molten lava some 30 feet below you. Swimming would not be wise. Cool. So here, we're going to be using another spell, which is Motari. I'm pretty sure it's called. I don't know. The statue lowers and a large platform rises out. That's all you really need to know. That's the important part. So remember, the stairs that I showed you. This is why it's important. Stalagmites surround this room like the cavernous jaws of a huge beast. So when you looked at the stairs, it showed 3 things like this. Then it showed the middle one going down, and then it showed the right one going down, and then it showed the right one going up. And wait, what? Oh, okay, hold on. My bad. So it was the right one that went down, the middle one, and then the right one. Right, middle, right. My bad. I am sorry. I even forgot. Scree! The cylinder lifts with a shuddering sound. You are momentarily dazzled as the darkness is lit by a blinding flash. The silver orb is revealed. Important. So we're going to take the orb. As soon as you do, the cylinder drops and breaks your fingers off. Don't jump in the hole. Who jumps in holes? You'll die. We're not James Sunderland. All right. This is something that you have to pay attention to. You are in a dark and gloomy cavern. Oh, it's dark? Remember, one of the spells said that it'll bring the sun closer, which is insinuating light. So, the Illumina. Whoa, crazy. Suddenly the cavern is so bright that you have to shade your eyes. It takes you a few moments to regain your senses from the Nova Burst. It seems the gargoyles were also affected and haven't yet recovered from the spell. If you don't use that spell, the gargoyles kill you. Just keep that noted. This door doesn't go anywhere. Fun fact, it was actually supposed to go in a specific room, into a specific room, but ended up not having enough memory in the cartridge and just cut it out completely. So we're going to open this. And this is why that big important coin that I was telling you about, this is when it becomes a thing. We're going to throw it in the well. As soon as you throw the coin into the well, a huge wind erupts from within. It reminds you of the small dust devils you see in the autumn months. Now we're going to jump down in the hole like I told you not to do. You know how I said don't jump in a dark hole? We're doing it anyway. Yes, I can. The swirling winds carry you down the deep well and set you gently into the cavern below. You stand above a beach looking down upon a river. Interesting. We are going to use this on this. After the gong sounds, a specter materializes right before your eyes. The ghostly ferryman doesn't look friendly. You hear a faint voice ask for a fare. Gold coin. That's one of the things I need. The ferryman takes the coin and gestures you to board quickly. This is the river is Styx, by the way. That's where people go when they die. You climb aboard the tiny raft and soon reach the opposite bank. A stone skull stands against the far wall, screaming silently. For some reason, you get the feeling you are standing on sacred ground. All right. We're going to start doing something. This is kind of like Legos. We're going to take the orb, add it to this. Hold on. Wrong one. We are going to take the blade, add it to the orb. No, what? Sorry. Blade, staff, and then you take the orb, and then bam. Important that we do this. If you don't, you might not make it out of Shadowgate alive. We're going to use the talisman. I hope I get this right. Hold on. We are going to use the talisman on the sword. There was a thing that said something about it. The artifact known as the Bladed Sun is now secured and in place. You play the horn. This is going to let you know if you die or not, because there could be a chance I do die right now. Suddenly, you hear the sound of grinding rock. The jaw of the skull begins to descend. Hot wind erupts from the mouth, creating the illusion that the stone skull is alive. All right, we got it right. We didn't die. We're doing great. Fantastic.
Wow.
All right, guys. This is it. This is where it all comes together. This is for all the marbles. Just saying. The cavern that you have entered is by far the largest your eyes have ever gazed upon. Lightning in a cave? Well, that's weird. What the frick?
Oh, hey.
From the depths rises the most powerful creature that has ever existed, the behemoth. Your stomach knots up. You stare at this new horror. The beast is indeed incredible. You wonder for a moment how you can defeat such a creature as this. All of those things that I had you put together, the very important stuff that we all put in the staff, we use on this guy. You pray as you raise the Staff of Ages that it has the power that the prophets claimed. The staff pulsates with power and a beam of light explodes from it, striking the behemoth. Dog, why are you angry? Come on, tough guy. And then he takes the wizard. The creature screams in agony, thrashing back and forth in great pain. In his rage, he grabs the Warlock Lord and descends into the depths forever. You can hear the Warlock Lord's screams fade into silence. Suddenly, it is very quiet. A beautiful light seems to fill the cavern. The morning sun, you say to yourself, it is over. Although exhausted, you lean on the Staff of Ages and begin your long journey home. We beat it, you guys. That's all there is to it. We done beat the game already. Word of your historic quest has already reached the farthest parts of the land. You are triumphantly greeted as you enter the gates of the royal city of Stormhaven. Moments later, you are ushered into the royal palace where you are greeted by the king. I know what thou hast done, brave one. The world would be dark forever without thee. It would, buddy. It definitely would. You are bestowed a kingdom to rule in the king's fair daughter's hand. As you leave the throne room, you know that although this quest is over, others await. After all, the bards will need new legends to sing of and new tales to tell. The first stories end. Alright, so we beat Shadowgate. There are two other games in this anthology, Uninvited, which is like a haunted mansion, and then Deja Vu, which is you're a private investigator that has amnesia and you're trying to solve a murder case that you're being blamed for. If you would like to see either of those, just let me know, because these games are very interesting. I actually really like them a lot. I grew up on them. Me and my cousin used to play them all the time. Also, if you wanted, like I said before, to see like the death video or whatever, to see all the deaths and stuff like that, just let me know. I'll make a small video on that as well. But yeah, if you liked this game, throw some likes on this bad boy. This is retro and freaking awesome, dude. I will see you all in the next video. But until then, stay fresh, cheese bags.